Imagine this. A crow drops a nut onto a busy road, waits for a car to crush it, then safely flies down to eat it. Smart? Definitely. But here's the bigger question. Does that crow know that it exists? Does it know it is alive? The same way you know you're alive? Or is it just following instincts, like a biological robot? Today, we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in science. Can animals understand their own existence? And by the end of this video, you might start questioning whether humans really understand it either. Right now, you know you're sitting here watching this video. You know you have memories, thoughts, dreams, and fears. You don't just react to the world, you experience it. Scientists call this consciousness, but consciousness comes in different levels. Here's the mystery. Is simply feeling pain enough? Or do you need to realize, I am the one feeling this pain? That tiny difference changes everything. Scientists wanted a simple way to test self-awareness, so they invented something called the mirror test. Here's how it works. While an animal sleeps, researchers secretly place a small mark on its face. Then they show it a mirror. If the animal touches the mark on its own body, instead of touching the mirror, it may recognize itself. Simple, but the results shocked everyone. Humans usually pass around 18 months old. Chimpanzees passed, orangutans passed, dolphins passed, elephants passed, even magpies, a type of bird, passed. Think about that. A bird with a brain much smaller than ours may know it's looking at itself, but here's the twist. Dogs usually fail. Does that mean dogs aren't self-aware? Not so fast. Imagine testing humans. Using only smell, most of us would fail. Dogs don't experience the world through mirrors. They experience it through scent. Your dog can recognize your smell instantly. And amazingly, some studies suggest dogs can even recognize their own scent. Maybe mirrors are simply asking the wrong question. So, how else can we test awareness? Meet the octopus. It has 3 hearts, blue blood, and over half its neurons are inside its arms. Each arm can almost make decisions by itself. That's already strange. But octopuses solve puzzles, escape locked aquariums, remember solutions, and even seem curious. Could such an alien mind know it exists? Scientists honestly don't know, which makes the question even more fascinating. Now let's look at emotions. Elephants sometimes stand quietly beside the bones of dead elephants. They gently touch the skull with their trunks. Whales have been seen carrying dead babies for days. Some chimpanzees refuse to leave the bodies of family members. Why? Is it instinct? Or do they understand death? If they understand death, could they also understand life? Here's something amazing. Scrub jays hide food, but they don't hide it randomly. They remember where they hid it. They remember who was watching. If another bird saw them hiding food, they often move it later. Think about what that means. They're imagining the future. They're thinking about what another bird knows. That's a surprisingly advanced mind. You probably have a voice inside your head. Maybe it's reading these words right now. But do animals have something similar? No one knows. Brain scans show many animals dream while sleeping. Dogs move their legs as if running. Cats twitch. Rats replay memories during sleep. What exactly are they experiencing? Science can't answer that. At least, not yet. Remember the crow from the beginning? It gets even crazier. Some crows make tools. They bend wires into hooks. They solve puzzles that even young children struggle with. And they remember human faces for years. If you scare a crow today, it might recognize you 5 years later and warn other crows. That's incredible memory. But memory isn't proof of self-awareness. So where's the line? Here's the real challenge. We can observe behavior. We can study brains. But we can never step inside another mind. Not another person's. Not a dolphin's. Not a dog's. Not even your best friend's. Every conscious experience is private. Scientists call this the problem of other minds, and it may never be fully solved. Here's an interesting comparison. Newborn babies probably don't understand themselves the way adults do. Their self-awareness grows over time. Maybe animals are similar. Maybe consciousness isn't simply yes or no. Maybe it's a spectrum. Some animals may have tiny pieces. Others may have much more. And humans? Perhaps we're just farther along that spectrum. Today, many scientists agree on one thing. Many animals almost certainly have conscious experiences. They feel pain, pleasure, fear, joy, curiosity. Some can plan, some can remember, some may even recognize themselves. But whether they think, "I am alive," that remains one of science's greatest unanswered questions. Now imagine this. Millions of years from now, another intelligent species studies humans. They watch videos of us, run experiments, look at our brains. Would they fully understand what it feels like to be human? Probably not, because consciousness isn't something you can simply see. You have to experience it. Maybe we've been asking the wrong question all along. Instead of asking, "Do animals know they are alive?" maybe we should ask, "How different is their experience from ours?" A dog may not wonder about the meaning of life. A crow may never write poetry. An octopus may never build cities. But each of them experiences a world that we can barely imagine. And maybe that's enough. The next time you see a bird sitting quietly on a branch, or your dog looking into your eyes, or an elephant gently touching another elephant, pause for a second. Behind those eyes, there may be a rich inner world, one filled with memories, feelings, dreams, and experiences we'll never truly understand. Science has answered countless questions about the universe, but one mystery still remains. What does it actually feel like? To be someone else? Maybe animals know they're alive. Maybe they don't. But until we discover the answer, the mystery itself reminds us how extraordinary life really is. If you enjoyed exploring one of science's biggest mysteries, subscribe for more videos where curiosity leads the way.